In this video, we're going to take a look at how you can add lines, shapes, and measurements to your map. You might be wondering why you would want to add these items. So we'll look at a couple of examples. So I am at the Paris Beach Olympics location, and you'll see that this icon here in the toolbar allows us to add a path or a polygon. So a line or a shape. We'll also find that option right here. It doesn't matter which one you pick, but when you choose it, you're going to notice that a little dialog box opens up here. Now, if you need help outside of this tutorial, you can click on this question mark icon to learn more about the feature, but it's basically telling us right here that we're going to click points on the map to either draw a path or a polygon. A path would be a line. So for example, if I wanted to show that people would travel from a parking lot to a court, I could draw a line. This could be very useful when showing driving directions, how to get from point A to point B. If you're a social studies teacher, you could use it to illustrate a battle plan or a path that an explorer took. If you're planning a field trip for your class, you could make a path map for parents that shows the locations you're visiting and which paths you're following. But I'm going to use this tool to make a polygon. So how you start is you click points on the map, and I am going to use a polygon or a shape to show where the championship court is. So you see as I move my mouse and position it, what I'm going to do is click my mouse once to select a starting point. Didn't take. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to continue to click my mouse. Now, if I just wanted to do a line, at this point I would click done, but I'm going to make a shape because I am again wanting to highlight where the championship court was. And then to close my shape, I'm going to basically try to click right on my starting point, and you'll see here it says close shape. So now I have my shape, and just like a location, I can save it to my project, and I can add parameters. So I can say that this is championship court. And just like my other place marks, I can add description, I can add media, I can give it an outline. I can also give it a fill color. So I'm going to give this a light fill color. And my presentation settings, if I want this to appear, I'm going to go ahead and give this the large panel because that's what I chose for my other place marks. Now, if I had time, I'd probably type in a description. This is where the gold medal match was, right? But this is saved to Google Drive. So I'm going to go ahead and close that out, and you'll see this adds as a place on my map, and I can drag and drop the order, but I like where it is now. Now, I can also add a measurement. So a measurement is like a line, only it's going to show distance or area. So let's say that I want to show in my tour how far it is from the gold medal court to the Eiffel Tower. So I'd click this measurement tool, and again it gives me the directions. Click points on the map to measure distances and area. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do the area, but I am going to do the distance. So you click to set your starting point, and then you're going to click to do your ending point. And you can see that it is 959 feet away. Now, if I wanted to change the unit, I could go ahead and I could make that miles. And then when I click done, I can then save this to my project. as its own place mark. So I can change my line color, my line thickness, and I'm going to put this in my presentation as a large panel. I could go ahead and add a description if I wanted to, but it's all set, and now you see that it is in my tour. So by adding lines and shapes and measurements, you can add additional details to your map. It's nice to anticipate some questions that your audience or students might ask of you while you're presenting your tour. So you can try to think of those, and you can always edit your tour and update these items at a later time.